Sometimes we find ourselves in the past, stuck on people, stuck on memories, hoping that one day they'll change and hoping that one day they'll come back. But what if I were to tell you that the reason that thing left your life was for you to become the person that you needed to be, and it was exactly what had to happen in order for you to get there? And I'll explain a little bit better. All right, my name is Giovanni Santiago, and I just want to talk about one thing, and this thing is basically on the idea, this thing that a lot of people say, and it's like, if it's for you, it will be for you, and if it's not for you, it will not be for you. And like, let me get more into depth when it comes to talking about that. Like, one thing a lot of people like to do, they like to romanticize the idea of something. Like, they like to romanticize this relationship that they had, this friendship that they had with somebody. Like, obviously, when you think about the past, you're not going to think about the negatives. You're going to think about the positives. You're going to think about the good in that relationship. You're going to think about, like, damn, it was so good. I'm never going to find something better. But for the most part, bro, if something leaves your life, it's opening the doors for something better to come in. Like, yeah, they might have been a good person. Maybe they would have been a bad person. But regardless of what it is, it wasn't for you, and it was never meant to stay in the long term. Like, a lot of the times, things come into our lives and they're here for a certain periods of time. Like, they're here for seasons. Not everyone that comes into your life is meant to stay in the long run. A lot of the times people come into our life, it's for a season, and they come, they fulfill their purpose, and they move. Even if that purpose was screwing you over in the end, or someone teaching you a lesson about yourself that you needed to figure out. Like, that's the way I like to view things a lot in life. Like, I'd be like, okay, this person came into my life to teach me this lesson. This person taught me how to respect myself, or this person taught me how to stand on my 10 toes down, or this person taught me something about me that I didn't even know, or pointed out something about me that I didn't even see in myself. And one thing that a lot of us do in those situations is that we hope and hope and hope and pray and wait and wait and wait. And when we're waiting on someone to come back into our life, that's holding us back from freaking moving on. It's like, for example, like, let's say I had a balloon in my hand and I was holding it tight, and the balloon just wanted to go and fly away, because we're like, what's the balloon's purpose? It's a float. Exactly. So if we're holding on to that balloon and not letting go, we're never going to let it fulfill its purpose. Like, sometimes the best thing you could do for someone is let them go. Love them from a distance. You don't have to be with someone in order for you to love them. You could love someone as a friend, or you could love someone from a distance. Especially if the person that you're with or the friendship is not doing any good for you, and it's only doing bad for you. Like, yeah, maybe you're still talking to that person, or you're still friends with that person because you have love for them, and you're thinking about the past, like the memories. Like me, for example, one thing I've noticed about myself in the past is that I never liked letting go of people because of the good that I've seen in the past, and I see that I see that as who they could really be, and I like to see people for the best, you know what I mean? Like, I like seeing people as the best they could be, you know? Like, I like to see the positive, the goods out of people. But in reality, a lot of people just aren't that person that you think. You might think that this person's good for you. You might think that this person is this and that, when in reality, they're probably not. And the reason they left your life is because they didn't respect you, or they didn't care about you as much as you valued them. So what's the point of holding on to the idea of someone when you could just accept the person for who they are and what they are and what they've done? So what's the point? And I understand it's probably hard. Like, I've gone through it myself. I've lost friends, I've lost family. I stopped talking to people. And like, I would think, like, damn, how would I be able to get that back? How would I be able to gain that person back? Do I have to improve myself? Do I need to change? Do I need to change in order for them to accept me? And that's the thing a lot of people think. Like, they'd be like, damn, I'm gonna start hitting the gym so they can see me do better. I'm gonna post on social media me doing this so they can get jealous in order for them to come back. But what's the purpose in that, bro? What's the purpose? If someone didn't accept you for who you were and who you are as a person, why are you gonna settle for that? That's just a sign that you have no self-respect and no self-love. So what's the point of keeping that around? Like, I've done that before. And like, when you're in the process of working on yourself, you shouldn't be working on yourself in order for you to gain the approval of someone else. When you work on yourself, you should do it for you, in order for you to become better. Not because you want to become better in order for you to attract someone, or you want to become better because you want to get love from someone. That's stuff that you have to find within yourself. You can't rely on someone else in order to fill that hole in your chest. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you right now, no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. Not a girl, not a friend, not a relationship, not a job, not you making millions of dollars, bro. There's always there's a void inside of you when something like that leaves your life. In order for you to fulfill that void and be happy with yourself, you have to find the happiness within you. That's why me, for example, one habit I picked up when I was going through a dark time in my life is coming hiking. I love doing this. Like me, I used to come every Sunday. I would try to come like 3-4 times a week, and I'll come and I'll just look at this view. And the reason I used to do it is because when I come up here and I start hiking, it's like a form of meditation where you don't really think about anything other than trying to get to the top. That's like the same thing of being like in meditation. Like the purpose of meditation is being in the moment, staying in the present moment. And that's the thing that not a lot of us like to do. We like to fixate and think about the past and want to get back there. But one thing I've learned, bro, is like if you're lost in the woods and you pass by the same tree twice, you're lost. So why are you going to go back to something when you already seen how the story ended? That's like rereading a book and expecting the ending to be different. You can reread a book 1,000 times and the ending's always going to be the same. So why do you want to put yourself through that again? You have to be open to accepting new things and be open to welcoming new people into your life, new friendships. And like, yeah, you're going to go through a period of time where you're going to be lonely. You're not going to have no one. You're going to feel like all you have is yourself. But those are the times where you have to find the strength within yourself in order for you to pick yourself up and build yourself to be the person that you have to be for yourself, not for someone else, not for them, but for you. So one thing I want to tell you, like first and foremost, if you're waiting for someone to come back, if that person really is meant for you, and there is situations where two people leave each other's lives and they come back down the road, or it didn't work the first time, and then maybe the second time it might have worked. Like there's like the thing people say, the third time's a charm. Maybe that could be you, maybe it couldn't be you. But one thing for certain is if something's meant to be in your life, it will find its way back to you. Because nothing that's not meant for you would not be yours, you know what I mean? So just focus on yourself, try to improve yourself and do it for you, not for the hope of them coming back. Because if they were meant to come back, trust me, bro, you will know. But anyways, if you have anything you want me to talk about in the comment section down below or whatever, comment it down below, like and subscribe. And one thing I want to leave you with is be you, be yourself, and stay true to you. Don't try to fit in a circle or try to fit in a group of people that's not really for you, you know? You know what's for you. Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, bro. Check you guys out, man.